Hello, Carmen Murray from Healthy Teachers, Healthy Classrooms. Today, I want to talk about meal planning. Now, first, I want to tell you a little story of my planning. So, about 5 years ago, I figured out that planning and organization are my magic wand. If we had a magic wand that could make things happen, that is mine. When I plan things and sit down and give myself a bit of time and space to look at my week, look at my month, look at my year, look at what we want to eat. It takes a whole bunch of stuff out of here, puts it down here, and I can be more creative and in the moment and in the flow, and it helps my anxiety. So today we're talking specifically about meal planning. Now, you can use something like this that you can get at the dollar store. Um, Sometimes ours looks like this filled out. Not just a little bit. And then sometimes they look like this. It's like just scratched on a piece of paper, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And often in our house, we plan dinners. And then I have in my brain this leftovers reel that runs to make sure my kids have lunch and we have lunch. And then breakfast is kind of on your own in my house. I have a 19-year-old, a 13-year-old. My husband doesn't eat breakfast, and I eat breakfast. So it's going to look different for every family, and it's a process because there are weeks that I plan it, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There are weeks I don't plan it at all. There are weeks that my kids help me plan it. There are weeks that we do it at a family meeting, and there's sometimes I just throw it on a piece of paper. Now, I do want to say one of the biggest challenges for me in this meal planning is deciding what to cook, because often it falls on me. So that's why I'll pull it into a family meeting and say, give me some food ideas. And if everybody gives me one food idea, that's 3 meals that I don't have to think about. And I often use leftovers for lunches, and my kids are pretty good about eating leftovers. Some families don't. Some families just want to cook what they've got. Some families cook a big batch and then throw it in the freezer. I find that super helpful to have food in the freezer so that when I'm away, somebody can pull it out easy, or if I've had a busy day. So, meal planning. What do you want to eat this week? If you don't have something purchased, just draw some lines on a piece of paper. If you're someone who needs the lines straight, that's okay too. I just really want to encourage you to start. And I start again and again and again. So meal planning can help you so that when 4 o'clock comes, you know what you're eating. Maybe you have to take stuff out in the morning so it's unthawed, but that pre-planning helps calm your nervous system. And when you get to the end of the day, that decision fatigue that can sometimes show up isn't affected because you already have a plan. Do you have to follow it all the time? I don't, right? I'm about 80%. And sometimes, depending on what comes up in my day, I'll shift things around. One of the lovely people who work for me always do a grocery list. So at the bottom, you might want to put a grocery list about what you need to pick up at the grocery store. 9 times out of 10, I have my groceries in my freezer, and there's this collection of groceries from my fridge. And that's how I vision out my week. I'll be like, ooh, what groceries do I have in my fridge that need to be eaten? What groceries or ingredients, we can call them, in my freezer that I can use? And I pull them together like that. This amazing human being that I know, she always creates a grocery list. She'll plan out her week, and then plan out her grocery list, and then go grocery shopping. So it's whatever works for you. Play with it. Have your 5-year-old play with it. Get your kids involved. Ask your partner or the other humans that are in your life. You can even talk to your friends about it. It's like, hey, what are you eating this week? So you can bring in other ideas and play with them. Another great place to play for those of you that use AI is put it in your AI generator. It's like, this is the ingredients I have, suggestions for dinner. Or this is what my family likes. What do you have suggestions for dinner? Some people will do it for 2 weeks. Some people just for one. I really invite you to try and then let me know how it turned out in the chat below. Good luck in meal planning and leaving more space in your brain to be creative and do other things, more time in your day. And sometimes you can even get the other people in your house to start or cook dinner fully for you. Have fun. Carmen Murray with Healthy Teachers, Healthy Classrooms.